the Dudley Awards. Sponsored by Renewal by Anderson.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our special presentation of the Dudley and Lanier Awards here on CBS 6. This will be the 34th year that the Dudley Award is given to the state's best player in Division I, FBS or FCS, and it is named for the man that many believe to be Virginia's first football superstar. Bullet Bill Dudley hailed from Bluefield and played at UVA before moving on to the NFL. He is enshrined in both the college and pro football halls of fame. Each school in the Commonwealth was asked to nominate one player, and a panel of 15 sportscasters and sports writers from around the state voted for each award. The three finalists were announced this past Monday, and we present them again tonight in alphabetical order. Our first Dudley nominee set school and conference records while only playing about 2/3 of the season. He finished the year second in the nation with 15.5 sacks, which is a new school and Sun Belt Conference record. He won 3 National Defensive Player of the Week honors and had 5 sacks in one game against Marshall. He was the Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Year, all of this while playing in only 9 games after suffering a season-ending injury. His Dukes are headed to the Armed Forces Bowl to take on Air Force. From James Madison University, defensive lineman Jalen Green. Our second nominee also led his team to a historic season. He led his team to a conference title by accounting for 484 total yards of offense and 3 touchdowns in the title game win over New Mexico State. He was the Conference Offensive Player of the Week 4 times and is among the top 10 quarterbacks in the nation in 6 different passing categories. He accounted for over 3,800 yards of total offense and 43 touchdowns. From Liberty University, quarterback Caden Salter. Our final nominee became just the 6th player in ACC history to have over 100 receptions in a single season. He leads the nation with 10 100-yard receiving games, which sets a new school record for a single season and a career. He has over 1,700 all-purpose yards this year, the 5th most in school history, and caught a pass in each of his final 37 career college games. He has declared he will make himself eligible for next April's NFL Draft. From the University of Virginia, receiver Malik Washington. Three of the best the Commonwealth has ever seen, and likewise, the Lanier Award is named for Richmond's Willie Lanier, who is considered one of the best linebackers to ever play the game. Lanier played here at Maggie Walker before moving on to Morgan State and a Hall of Fame career with the Kansas City Chiefs. This honor goes to a player at the Division II or III level and has been awarded since 2004. 17 different programs from around Virginia play at these lower levels. Each had the opportunity again to nominate one player. And again, we present these 3 finalists in alphabetical order. Our first Lanier finalist is the defending winner of this award and once again led his team to the postseason this year. He was named first team preseason All-American and ran for just over 1,000 yards this year and 15 touchdowns while averaging 120 yards per game. He was named first team All-CIAA as the Panthers won their first conference title in 22 years. From Virginia Union, running back Jada Byers. Our second finalist is up for the Gagliardi Award given to the best player in the nation in Division III. He was top 5 in the nation in yards per completion, per attempt, and passing efficiency. His offense is top 5 in the country in 5 different categories, and he was named first team All-ODAC and the Conference Offensive Player of the Year. He led his team to the national semifinals for the first time in school history. From Randolph-Macon, quarterback Drew Campanelli. Our last finalist led the conference and set new single-season school record with 12 sacks in 2023. He was the ODAC Defensive Player of the Year and was named first-team All-Conference. He had 85 tackles, 3 forced fumbles, and 11 quarterback hurries, and was twice named ODAC Defensive Player of the Week. From Averett University, defensive end Jalen Russell. Up next, we'll sit down with one of Virginia's most respected sports columnists to reflect on a season that was truly memorable and history-making for schools across the Commonwealth.
Welcome back to the Dudley Awards, sponsored by Renewal by Anderson.
Welcome back to our presentation of the 2023 Dudley and Lanier Awards. We are now joined by longtime sports columnist and sports reporter from the Daily Press and the Richmond Times-Dispatch, Mr. David Teal. This is how many trips around college football for you covering this sport in this Commonwealth?
More than 40.
More than 40. And it's, how good is it for the sport in the Commonwealth to watch the emergence of programs like JMU, Old Dominion, and Liberty, when for years all we had were Virginia and Virginia Tech at that level of the game?
Right. Lane, we have 4 teams from the Commonwealth in bowls this season. That's unprecedented. We have Liberty going to the Fiesta Bowl to play Oregon on New Year's afternoon. You know, Caden Salter against Bo Nix, 2 of the best quarterbacks in the country. Virginia Tech headed to the Military Bowl, Old Dominion down to the Bahamas Bowl, which this season is in Charlotte. And then James Madison in its first bowl ever headed to Texas to play Air Force.
Can you put into any kind of historical context what we have seen James Madison do in just 2 years at this level? Very strong, very good national championship FCS team. Could anyone have predicted the success they had at the FBS level this quickly?
Not this 1981 graduate. Lane, when I went to school, I took a PE class from the head football coach, Chalice McMillan. I assure you that Kurt Signetti was not teaching PE before he left for Indiana. But no, it's unprecedented what the Dukes have done. An 11-1 season on the heels of last year's 8-3. You know, they should have been in the mix with Liberty for that New Year's Six game, but because of the NCAA transition rules and the Sun Belt prohibiting them from competing for the conference championship, they had to wait to see if enough bowl-eligible teams were out there. There were not, so JMU was able to slide in.
Does the emergence of JMU, Old Dominion, and Liberty put a little extra pressure on Brent Pry and Tony Elliott in Charlottesville and Blacksburg to raise their game because they are the flagship programs of the state? Well,
absolutely it does. And not only their emergence, but James Madison beating UVA and Old Dominion beating Virginia Tech 2 years ago in Norfolk, well, last season in Norfolk. So, yeah, the pressure is on.
For a long time with the Dudley Award, it was ping-ponging back and forth between the best player from UVA, best player from Virginia Tech. Many oftentimes the votes would come down to which team had the better season. Virginia Tech going to 20 straight bowl games had a lot to do in their favor. This year, though, with the emergence of Caden Salter, Jalen Green, Jason Henderson down at Old Dominion. Right. This is one of the more difficult votes that our panel has had in the last few years as to who really is the best player in the Commonwealth.
No question. We mentioned Caden Salter earlier. He's in the top 5 in the country in passing efficiency. I was there Friday night when they won the Conference USA Championship game. He was brilliant against New Mexico State. You know, he passed for 300, he rushed for 165. And then Jalen Green, he's only played 9 games, Lane, and he's only a half a sack behind the national leader. His per game sack average is by far and away the best in the country. And then there's, Jason Henderson, the nation's leading tackler at Old Dominion. But let's not slight Malik Washington at Virginia, who's an All-American wide receiver and is second nationally in receiving yards per game.
It was a tough choice for a lot of the folks on the panel. We know from experience, but it's safe to say that we're probably going to see one or more of these guys play on Sundays in the very near future.
Oh, I don't think there's any question about that.
Okay, David, thank you very much for joining us. We are going to announce this year's winner of the Dudley and Lanier Awards in just a few minutes. When we return, we will hand out some hardware provided by the Touchdown Club of Richmond. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the Dudley Awards, sponsored by Renewal by Anderson.
Since 1963, the Touchdown Club of Richmond has promoted the game in not only Richmond, but throughout the Commonwealth. Each year, they honor the best players by position at both the large and small school levels. They also honor one head coach at each level with the Bobby Ross and Willard Bailey Awards, named after two of the best coaches Virginia has ever produced. Plus, they also recognize longtime contributors to the game, including one selected official. And our friends at Wells Fargo honor a humanitarian award winner each year to highlight the positive works that players across the state are doing off the field. Here are this year's honors from the Touchdown Club of Richmond. This year's Bobby Ross Coach of the Year award goes to Liberty's Jamie Chadwell. In his first year with the Flames, Chadwell led Liberty to a perfect 13-0 record and a Conference USA championship. Liberty finished the year ranked 23rd in the country, the highest ranking for a Group of 5 team, earning them a spot in the Fiesta Bowl against Oregon. The Flames have the #1 rushing attack in the nation, setting school records for rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. And defensively, Liberty leads the country with 21 total interceptions. Chadwell is also a finalist for the Eddie Robinson National Coach of the Year, which he won at Coastal Carolina in 2020. For the fourth straight year, the Willard Bailey Award goes to Randolph-Macon's Pedro Aruza. The Yellow Jackets have made the Division III national semifinals for the first time in school history, and their 13 wins so far sets a new school and ODAC single-season record. Randolph-Macon had their second straight undefeated regular season and won their second straight ODAC championship. The Jackets have scored 25 or more points in 31 consecutive games and are 6th in the nation in scoring offense.
I'd like to thank the Richmond Touchdown Club for recognizing our program, our coaching staff, and our players with this great award. We've got a great coaching staff and a great group of players to work with, and very appreciative of all their efforts. Without that, none of this would have been possible. So thank you again to my coaching staff and to our players. The players are the absolute best to coach, and very grateful to be their coach.
This year's Ray Tate Award winner is longtime Hampden-Sydney head coach Marty Favorite. Favorite recently wrapped up his 24th season with the Tigers, over which he set a new school record for coaching victories. He took over a team that had just one win in 1999 and turned them into a 9-1 program by 2003. Favorite's teams won 5 ODAC titles and made the NCAA Division III playoffs on 6 different occasions. He was named ODAC Coach of the Year 5 times and has twice been honored by the Touchdown Club of Richmond with the Willard Bailey Award given to the Small School Coach of the Year in Virginia. This year's Gold Flag Award is presented to Tommy Giles Sr. Tommy's football career spanned more than 6 decades as a player and official, spending more than 40 years officiating the game in Central Virginia. Giles also spent a decade in the replay booth for ACC games and was a grader of officials. As a player at Hermitage High, Giles was twice named Best All-Around Lineman and was named All-Metro and All-State. He had scholarship offers from Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech, and Navy, and has been inducted into the Hermitage Hall of Fame. He officiated over 300 regular season games in the Southern Conference and 11 more in the playoffs, and worked the 1977 Peach Bowl. His final college assignment was alongside his son. This year's Humanitarian Award winner has organized more than his fair share of events and benefits in his community. To list just a few, he's helped with a campus food drive, held his own football camp and school supplies drive, participated in the Samaritan Feed event, and helped distribute food in the Petersburg community. He's a school and national representative for the Student Athlete Advisory Committee and has done book readings and field day volunteering at area elementary schools. He's also taken part in the school's Walk for Breast Cancer event, all while starting every game in the Trojans' defensive backfield. From Virginia State University, the Wells Fargo Humanitarian Award winner, Kymon Pope. And we are very happy to have Kymon here with us tonight. I just told him I've mispronounced his first name ever since he was in high school down in Dinwiddie. So my apologies. I will never mispronounce it again. Congratulations on the award. We always hear that athletes don't have a lot of free time. Yeah. You apparently have quite a bit. What drives you and encourages you and inspires you to do all those things that we mentioned? One thing that my head coach from high school has always told me was you can find a way. So the way that I am, I just want to do something positive, give some positive light back, and I just found a way to do that. You are from the Tri-Cities area, having played at Dinwiddie, then at Virginia State. Because you are part of that community and have been for so long, does it mean a little more to you? Yes, it does. It definitely does. Especially knowing the people that has came from here and that could have done more things. So yes, it definitely does mean a lot more. What's some of the reaction that you get, and do you understand specific needs in that area, and that is why you do specific things with your background and all the people that you know? I mean, I don't think you can walk down the street there without seeing probably half of everybody that you know, but yeah. Does that give you an insight into not just doing well and doing good things, but knowing which good things to do? Right. It's just the mindset of knowing that someone's always watching. Whatever you do, someone's always watching, and you just want to leave a good mark. You just want to leave a mark, leave your brand, and that's kind of how I think of it. That's my mindset of it. Do you have a favorite charitable organization or event that you've done in your time at VSU? I would probably say the Samaritan's Feet Award. I meant the Samaritan's Feet event. And how come? Tell us a little bit about that. Just because the vibe, the kids was around, they was all happy. You could tell it was something that they haven't really experienced a lot, and just seeing the smiles on their faces, the energy that they was giving, and it was just a good time. Yeah. That's awesome. Now we're going to ask him real quick. You have entered the transfer portal. Why is that the right decision for you at this time in your career with 1 year of eligibility remaining? I just feel with all of these accolades and stuff that I have done at Virginia State, I just feel like it's a shift in path of just in life for me. God, I listen to him, and I just feel as he's opening up a new door for me. He's opening up more opportunities, and I get asked that a lot. A few of my friends, teammates here and there, they ask me a lot, why, what made me. Some of them proud of me, some of them still questioning me, but I got faith. I know what I'm capable of, so I know it'll go well for me. We look forward to your decision and seeing what you're able to do next year. Kymon Pope, this year's Wells Fargo Humanitarian Award winner, and big thanks to our friends at Wells Fargo for continuing to sponsor the honor. Continue to do good work. Coming up next, the main event. We will announce this year's winner of the Dudley and Lanier Awards. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the Dudley Awards, sponsored by Renewal by Andersen.
Welcome back, everyone. It is time to hand out our final 2 awards of the evening. We start with the Lanier Award. Here again, our 3 finalists in alphabetical order. And we are happy to announce the winner of the 2023 Willie Lanier Award from Randolph-Macon College, quarterback Drew Campanale. Drew is the 3rd Yellow Jacket to win this award in the first in 2 seasons. He just competed this afternoon in the national semifinals against Cortland State. Drew could not be here tonight, but sent this message on the honor.
I want to start by saying this is truly a team award. Thank you to the Touchdown Club of Richmond and all the voters. I want to thank Coach Aruza and all my teammates for the success we've had on the field this season. I'm grateful for the opportunity Coach Aruza gave me to play football here at Randolph-Macon. Thank you.
Hey, congratulations to Drew for winning this year's Lanier Award. Now it is time for our final award of the evening. Again, here are the 3 finalists for this year's Dudley Award in alphabetical order. On behalf of the Touchdown Club of Richmond, everyone here at CBS 6 and our panel of voters from across Virginia, it's my pleasure to announce the 2023 Dudley Award winner is Jalen Green of James Madison. Jalen is the 5th JMU Duke to win this award and the first since Brian Shore in 2016, and we are honored to have Jalen here in studio with us tonight. Congratulations on the honor. Go ahead and thank who you need to thank.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to give thanks to God. Without him, I am nothing. But then again, I do need to shout out my family, support system, all my teammates, coaches from the past, just for sharpening my tools and making me the player that I am today.
You and I talked while we were watching the end of the Army-Navy game. There was a defensive touchdown in that game. You had one this year. But I asked Jalen what was more exciting this year, 5 sacks against Marshall or scoring a touchdown, and you said the 5 sacks. There was abundance of plays and, just a lot of opportunities, and I was just out there having fun, and, I got to say that was a good experience. I don't know if any player can ever really predict having the kind of season that you had, but how did you feel in the preseason going in to before the season, and what kind of season you might have had?
Going in, I felt as though I had a really good offseason. I had felt really good physically, mentally, that, the best that I had ever felt. I knew I had a big year coming up, but, I just, had my preparation to lean on, and, that kind of is what, let me expect, big things coming up this year.
The injury that you suffered, devastating, ended your season with 4 games to go. First of all, how are you feeling? I think you've already had surgery, and how is your recovery going?
It's going good. Definitely had surgery already. We're well on our way in this road to recovery, but definitely, minor setback for a major comeback.
And how do you manage to keep positive in the face of that kind of adversity?
Well, just, what I was able to do this year and everything I've been able to accomplish is just a true blessing. And, it's just confirmation to me and my abilities as an athlete. And, it just lets me know what I'm capable of. And, it's just motivation every day that, I got to get back to the playing level that I was at.
We expect to see you on the field again very, very soon. Perhaps on Sunday afternoons very, very soon. I don't know if you've ever had a chance to see the trophy, but there are some Hall of Fame names on there. Yours is now the latest to be added. Congratulations, Jalen Green, our 2023 Dudley Award winner, and a great season. Get well soon, and we appreciate you being here this evening.
Thank you.
We would like to congratulate all of tonight's winners one more time and thank the schools for their help with the presentations. We also like to thank our general manager, Stephen Hayes, always a very big supporter of this broadcast, Mike Bergazzi, our producer, Brock Taylor and our studio crew, and David Stotts in our promotions department for all of their hard work. For everyone here at CBS 6, I'm Lane Casanante. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. So long.
Sponsored by Renewal by Andersen.